he has to die. Sorry, Jonathan.
Winston!
Don't see any other way.
Very well, gentlemen. You gentlemen, of course, realize that was the first wave. Merely an amuse-bouche. We can keep this up as long as you'd like, but it only ends one way.
Are you sure protracted war is the best way forward?
There won't be anything protracted about it.
Winston has his hand folded across his belly. This suggests that he's trying to show some self-restraint. He's holding himself back from exhibiting an emotion. All this means is that he's actively trying to hide an emotion.
Oh, you can take the Continental, I've no doubt about that, but keeping it, that's a different matter entirely. My allegiances run way beyond this building.
We are high table.
And we are New York City.
Winston steps closer to the adjudicator when he says we're New York City. He moves his proxemics, which means the distance between two people, closer to the stressor, which in this instance is the adjudicator, showing that he doesn't feel afraid of them.
Are we negotiating?
I believe we are.
Harley?
Harley!
What do you propose we do?
Let me keep my power.
Winston then does a pacifying behavior with his mouth, which is a way of the limbic system releasing emotional stress. This shows us that he's clearly stressed about his thoughts, especially those in regard to John.
Under the table.
I have served and been a beacon of order and stability to our industry for over 40 years.
John's eyes rapidly move between the adjudicator and Winston. This is his brain trying to glean as much information as possible about the situation, showing that he clearly feels threatened but also confused as to why Winston is giving in to the high table.
Now I humbly acknowledge I overstepped and repledged my fealty to the high table.
Winston.
This part is really important. When John confronts Winston, Winston diverts his eye contact to the ground. This in body language can either be taken as an act of submission or an act that shows someone is feeling shame. I think in this instant, Winston feels shame, and his eyes divert to the ground as he cannot face to look directly at John. When he does make eye contact, he nods his head to reassure John.
You were merely showing strength so we would let you keep the Continental. The high table accepts your fealty.
Winston's hands are now behind his back. He's exposing his stomach and vital organs toward the stressor, showing that he doesn't feel threatened and feels in control. I think the reason why Winston had his hands over his stomach before is that he was waiting to reveal that he wants to serve the high table. After releasing that information, he no longer felt threatened.
But what about him? What are we going to do about John Wick?
John's feet are now in a fighting stance, with his left foot pointing forward. He's preparing to fight and shows us subconsciously that he's feeling threatened. Winston then diverts his eyes when the adjudicator says, "What are we going to do with John Wick?" I believe that Winston was actually hoping to save John, but soon realized this was not possible. He does this distancing behavior to put distance between himself and the stressor. He doesn't want to confront the fact that John cannot be left alive. Also, he doesn't divert his eye contact instantly. He holds his stare in position, which shows that he's in shock. He is trying to process what to do next. He knows he has to appear to kill John, else the adjudicator might overthrow him. Thus he decides to shoot John.
Oh, he has to die. Sorry, Jonathan.
Winston is rocking his body left to right before he shoots John. This is a pacifying behavior. He's insanely stressed about having to kill John. However, he tries to come across as calm and collected to seem like he has no emotion towards him. This is not to raise suspicion with the adjudicator.
Winston! Don't see any other way.
He then shoots John from point blank range, deliberately hitting him on the bulletproof suit. Every shot he fired was aimed deliberately to avoid areas that could kill John. If he really wanted John dead, he would have killed him with a single headshot. He wanted to give him the best chance of survival.
Very well, gentlemen. The Continental will now be reconsecrated. Good day to you both.
Well played, sir.
Winston holds a long gaze. He is again in shock. He doesn't know if John's dead or not. The concierge then congratulates Winston. He knows that he did the best possible thing in that situation. From looking at the body language in this scene, Winston was doing all he could to save John. He avoided shooting him in the places that would kill him, and showed immense stress before shooting him. The concierge knew what was going on, which is why he said well played. I only hope that in the next movie, John understands that Winston never wanted to kill him. Winston would have lost his power anyway, and the High Table would have hunted John down. Overall, this scene has unbelievably good acting. Winston's character is so well acted, with these tiny details revealing so much about his intentions. The actor managed to even put in the tiny little wobble before shooting John, showing that he was actually incredibly stressed about shooting him. That's how good the actor is. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content, and also check out my Patreon if you'd like to support the channel further. Thanks for watching.